However, there is one disadvantage to it. WhatsApp plays a fair game. That अपना नहीं दिखाओगे तो मेरा भी नहीं देख सकते हो, मेरा नहीं देख सकते हो तो तुम अपना भी नहीं दिखा सकते हो. So अगर if you are keeping the blue ticks off, you cannot see other people's blue ticks also. Of course, there is a small trick to it, which basically is that if you want to see सामने वाला is read or not, send him a 1-second voice message. Then you will be able to see the blue tick. And there is a lot of content now coming on WhatsApp of everyone. When you get up in the morning, you will just see that they are loaded with messages. And out of that, some may be good videos, some may be good sayings, some may be good articles, which you want to read later. But at that time, then again, some important message comes from a hospital or from your assistant, and some patient's OT is there, and you forget about that, and it's lost forever. You will not be able to trace it again. So what I have done for myself, I have made a private group where only I am the member of that group. I send or forward messages, all information which I want to read later to that group, and I can just read it whenever at my pace. So if you see this is a group which is only I am the member. Now how do you do it? It's very simple. You open your WhatsApp, create a new group with your spouse or your best friend, and then you go inside the group. There are 2 members in the group, and you remove the second member from that group, and that's it. You are the only member of that private group. I would just like to go through 2 new features which WhatsApp has come out in this year. One is photo view once. Again, a privacy setting. So if you want to send someone a photo which you don't want him to forward to anyone, you can send it like this. Photo view once. And it will only send the photo which can be viewed once. As you can see, this photo is set to view once. So once you open the photo, it cannot be opened again and it's gone. So you cannot forward that photo again. Let me show you this video again. So you go in the settings and you select a photo. When you select a photo, you see this one here. You have to click on one. That one becomes blue and it goes like this. And I have sent it to my other WhatsApp. And when I try to open on my other WhatsApp, I can open it. It's basically a screenshot. It shows me that it's set to view once. And it clicks OK. Once I've clicked OK, and once I close that photo, neither I can forward it, neither I can view it again. This is a very important feature which came out in 2021. And the next feature which came out is that WhatsApp web on multiple computers. This is what we are using right now. If you see, even if I'm taking a talk, you will receive some messages on WhatsApp, WIROC delegate groups or faculty groups. Those are sent by my assistant who's sitting at his home, and he's using my web WhatsApp and forwarding it to people on WIROC global groups. So you see this, you can now log into multiple web WhatsApp on your computer and use it. This is especially useful if you're using 2 WhatsApp. One can be your personal and second can be the number which you are sharing with patients. At the same time, you don't have time to reply. So your assistant can reply using using her or his laptop. It can even be used on a tab. So this is a very good feature which just came out, I think in 2022 only, and it works really wonders for me, and it has helped me streamline my work. Of course, now we come to, besides WhatsApp, there are a lot of other features on your smartphone or iPhone. This is photography. So normally when we take a photograph, we will take a quick photograph, something like this, where there will be the patient's name will be seen, the age will be seen, and a lot of things are seen. And of course, if you see, there is a bluish tinge to this. So this is how the photo looks. And you can do a very simple editing and make the photo look like this, which is much better. Which is the same photo, but I've cut off many parts of it. I've cut off patient's identity and I made it black and white. Let me take you through this, how it is done. So this is a demo of the editing pic. And you see this is a photo, again a very blue X-ray with some patient data on this side. Then you just click on edit here and you get a lot of options. Now I want to adjust this. So I want to crop this. So in the crop, you click on this crop icon, then you get these options. Then you click on this icon, and then you get something called as free form. And I can just adjust the photo size as much as I want. Remove all the patient demographic data. Then I click on done. So this cropping is done here. After that, I go on edit again, and this time I will adjust the photo. The filters, I put a filter in iPhone, it is called mono. In Android also, there is a similar feature in the Photos app or the Gallery app. And that's it. It looks black and white. So from blue to black and white. This looks elegant, and you save it. Remember one very important thing, that this actually edits your original photo. So it is best that you make a duplicate of the photo and then edit it, and then so you have 2 copies of it. So just don't delete it, because there are some photos like intraoperative photos which you cannot get back. X-rays you can still get it back. So always remember to make a copy of the photo and then do the editing. So this is how the editing of the photo done using no external app. Basically just the Photos app of the iPhone. Then this is one app which I recently started using during the lockdown. This is a to-do app, but it has got an extension. You can make groups of people in it. Like I have made a group with my wife. I have made a group of this. If you see this 6 number, Nikhil, Daksha and Kirti, they are all my office people who are managing my back office and front office. And I made a group with them. So I assign the work to them, and then they get a notification in their phone. And after that, once they have completed, they don't need to inform me on WhatsApp they have completed. They can complete it. And then once they have completed, I will get a notification that this work which was assigned to them is done. It is much better than WhatsApp. It keeps on reminding them, so you don't have to remind again and again. You just set up a reminder that they have to be reminded. Supposing your staff comes on duty at 10 o'clock. Maybe you can set a reminder at 10:30 for them. And you're free, you're operating at that time. They will automatically get a reminder for that. So this is a very good app. And plus, I have made some lists, like something which I have to do in 90 days, something which I have to do in 7 days. And to do is something which I have to do today. So that is the advantage of to do. Then one more of my favorite apps which I use is Evernote and Scannable. It is a dual app. So there are 2 apps. One is a Scannable app and one is a Evernote app. They work synchronously with each other, especially on iPhone. On Android, you have only Evernote. So you have to use the scanner of the Evernote inside that. Let me show you a demo. So this is a Evernote app. The main advantage of Evernote over any other scanner apps is the OCR, that is the optical character recognition. So, sorry, you can actually search for a note inside that. Let me show you how you can search. And you can also search for a note of written text or printed text inside the text. That is the main advantage of this. So I just write Kiran. Kiran is my friend who gets me gadgets from abroad, so it's a very important address for me. So many years back, I written the address on a piece of paper, took a photo and saved it on Evernote. And if you see, I got Kiran so many places, but you see this paper, and you see even Kiran is highlighted here. With my doctor's handwriting, it is still highlighted. So if your handwriting is little legible, Evernote will recognize that handwriting, and you can just save all your data, which like small chits of paper, it could be visiting cards, it could be anything, which is documents. It will just put it on Evernote and it can read the inside part. The advantage of Evernote is that it allows 10 GB of upload every month, and it comes to almost unlimited. It is 1500 rupees a year. That's it for Indian users. So the premium version. If you don't want to buy the free version, this technology still works, but it is a little delayed. Means you'll get this recognition only after maybe 2 to 3 days. Then of course cloud storage. So one of my very good friends who's sitting here in the morning, he learned this Dropbox from me many years back, and he was making his presentation and he decided that suddenly something went wrong and his whole presentation got deleted. But in Dropbox, which we regularly use, there is a rewind feature where you can actually go back to the Dropbox files which you have saved there and rewind it to the previous version, and he could retrieve it without making the whole presentation again, in spite of the presentation getting deleted. So these things are something which I feel I have all of them, but you can have at least one of them. If you're using an Android phone, a Google Drive, or if you're using iPhone, iCloud, but Dropbox is the best. These are some ortho apps. You can just take a photograph of this. I don't like to go in details because this becomes a very long workshop. And if you want to contact me, this is my QR code, just scan it and you will be in my WhatsApp. And if you want to have more knowledge about technology, join our WhatsApp group. You can write to me, scan this QR code or take down this number. Thank you very much. And if you want, I'll take some questions now.